Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you are all doing well. Hope you're having a good day, whatever it is that you're doing. So today I'm coming at you with, I thought we'd kind of like do a get ready with me, slash like I've got a couple of new products that I've brought that I've been trying out, slash kind of like have a chit chat, that kind of thing. So we're just gonna jump straight in. So I've been trying out this lately. This is the Olay Beauty Fluid. It's a face and body moisturizing fluid for normal, dry and combo, so for every skin type. I saw one of the YouTubers using this and she really rated it and said that she doesn't use anything else like as a moisturizer. She loves this, so I thought I'd give it a go, and I actually ordered it off Amazon. I will leave the link below. It's really inexpensive. It's only like £4, but it's really nice. It's a very lightweight moisturizer, like you can see. It's not a heavy moisturizer, but it really does moisturize your skin, and it just gives you like a really good base to do makeup. It's not a primer, so it's not gonna prime anything. It goes into the skin so quick and it just leaves your skin feeling so moisturized. So yeah, I've been using that lately. Okay, and then I also went and picked up, I haven't tried some of Benefit's products and I've really wanted to try them for the longest time. Can I just clarify, I do also have a top on. So I thought what I'd do is get some of the minis and try those. It turns out actually the minis aren't a lot cheaper, but my Boots only stocks the minis, so I kind of just had to, you know. But again, I hear everyone talking about this pore primer, the Porefessional, and I'd never tried it and I wanted to, and I have to say, I've been missing out. So it's basically got like a nude colour to it, but to be honest, that doesn't really add anything. But it is really, really smoothing, and it just smooths all of my pores and my bumpy bit. Like these two together just give you the nicest base for makeup. That's what I've been using together for my face, and I've been loving it. I feel like my makeup stays flawless for just a little bit longer as well, which is nice. So then my favorite foundation, like I talk about this all the time, is the Grwm Urban Cover. I did go and get a different color. I went to 128, so I was at 220, but I did go and get 128 just because I have lost a little bit of colour from where I haven't been tanning, and I didn't want to look like I didn't match. So yeah, this is a really full coverage foundation, and again, I know I just babble on about it in every video, but it's so good. It just covers everything, everything. And I like to, I have got like hair dye, so don't be alarmed. Look, can you see? That's why you don't tone your own hair. Oh God, look, it's so bad. I've got it everywhere. I've been having one of those weeks. I don't know like if anybody else gets these weeks, but like where you just feel so drained. You feel like there's so much to do. There's not enough time in the day and you're just exhausted. And literally like I've been getting up early every day and I haven't been sitting down properly until like 9:30 at night. And even then it's like, oh, I've got to go to bed soon because I've got to be up early the next day. So like I'm not having like any time to myself, and I just feel so exhausted. Does anyone else feel that? You get weeks like that, and then I feel like you just start to feel really anxious and stressed. I feel like every girl goes through this, and you feel like you just need to change it up a little bit. Or whether that be go and buy yourself some new makeup, change your hair. Like, does anyone else know where I'm coming from here? But yeah, I've just been having one of those weeks and I just feel really tired. I'm looking forward to the weekend because it's well and truly needed. I feel like since the new year as well, like I've really wanted to implement new things. You know, I really wanted to have more time for myself and just focus on the things that matter and have more time for like my family. And I really wanted to focus on my weight loss and healthy eating. And I mean, we've just finished January and like none of it's happened. Like I still haven't, I'm still eating crap. I'm still not out of that Christmas eating vibe. It just hasn't happened for me yet. Anyone else? Anyone else? And I know like it's difficult because you really shouldn't beat yourself up, but I feel like there also comes a point where you've got to be like, okay, enough's enough. Like I've said for months, I'm gonna do this and I haven't been, you know? I don't know, what do you guys think? I find myself going to bed at the moment and just not being able to sleep because I'm feeling so anxious because I feel like there's so much to do and I'm just not getting it done. I'm just taking my Makeup Academy Pro Base Argan Plush Concealer. So yeah, so it's been a little bit crazy. The last few weeks weeks I've been decorating the house, like just painting, trying to get ahead with my YouTube and just doing work. I'm doing like a qualification at work at the moment as well, so I have to do like loads of assignments. I love that concealer, it's really full coverage. If you didn't know, I actually got it from Fragrance Direct. It was like £2. Barg. Okay, so I'm gonna do my makeup a little bit differently today because I do like to mix it up sometimes. I do get a little bit bored. So I did go and get the Superstay in the dark shade. I think this is the darkest one they do. It's 070. And I'm just gonna do a little contour with this today. Just a little bit. I'm not gonna do anything mad because I still wanna do like my, I do still like my, what do you call it? My powder contour. Because I just feel like if I don't powder contour, I don't feel right. But since doing like the Scott Barnes video, which if you haven't seen, I'll link below, I do feel like a little bit of cream contour makes a little difference. I'm just gonna change my brush because I've gone a bit. And I often say to people when they're in this situation, don't beat yourself up, you know, you'll get things done when you've got time to get them done, and you know, there's only a certain amount of hours in the day. But when it comes to me, like, I do really beat myself up over it. You know, no one's superhuman except Batman. Anyway, and then I'm just going to take my Superstay in my normal shade. I really like these foundation sticks. They're really easy to use. They're really blendable, which as you just saw, and they're also just so good. Like the coverage, they last all day. I don't have to worry about topping up. Like, I just really love them. And yeah, that's the first time I've ever used that to contour. It needs tidying up a little bit because we all know like how I'm quite a clumsy person, and that definitely does impact my makeup. It doesn't help that I've got like, that's hair dye, so don't judge me because that is hair dye, I promise. I've got hair dye everywhere. People probably see me out and they're like, oh, she can't contour, she's got it all over her face. No, hun. Hair dye. Laura Mercier, as always. What do you guys do to stay motivated? Tell me. For me, my motivation comes from inner happiness and like other people's happiness. So what I mean by that is, I know if I've got so much to do, the house is a mess, you know, it's not clean and things are just piling up, that I will feel like crap. I am quite OCD, and I don't mean that in like general, but I can't go to bed if the house isn't immaculate. Physicians Formula powder. And I think seeing other people happy and also self-satisfaction that you've done everything that needs doing is what makes me happy and makes me, you know, feel achieved. And what are we doing now? We're doing brows. Again, I'm trying to mix it up, so I'm going to take my Revolution Brow Pomade in the shade Ash. I need to get a new brush actually because this brush for pomade isn't great. So yeah, I have been sort of experimenting with makeup lately. I kind of got bored of the way that I was doing things every day, you know, it just, everything was the same. So I thought I'd mix it up a little bit for you guys today. And I have genuinely been doing this the last few days, and it's just nice sometimes, like especially if I don't like a certain way something looks like my brows, I'll try new things out because you never know, you might really prefer it and then you can just carry on doing that in the future. So that's what I've been doing. Like, don't get me wrong, sometimes if something works, it works, but it's also nice to just venture out of your comfort zone a little bit, which I don't tend to do with makeup. Like, I don't really ever, every day for me is the same routine. I mean, in my job, I'm not allowed to turn up with, you know, like eyeshadow and crazy stuff like that. Sometimes it's the little thing. I think it's so important to make sure you have me time as well. Even if it's just, oh, you know, tonight I'm gonna run myself a bubble bath and do a face mask, and it's so important. Where I've been so busy the last few weeks, I haven't had any of that. Not baths, like I've had baths, but I haven't had any like self-care and stuff. I'm gonna take my Maybelline Brow Drama Gel. I do really want to try the Benefit one, but they didn't have it in my boots. If you guys can let me know, I think it's the 24-hour or something like that. It's meant to be incredible. Apparently everyone raves about it, but I've just never tried it. So if you guys have, can you let me know? Because I only want to buy it if I know it's going to be really good. So something I also really want to explain is my lashes. Now, I get tons of comments, questions, things like that, but I actually have had some really negative comments and it's a bit like, okay, so let me just explain. So today, for example, I have a full new set of lashes on. My lash lady is incredible. And you don't have to get a new set. So basically it's a little bit like getting your nails done. Every time you get your nails, your lashes done, 2 to 3 weeks from that day you get infills. But what happens is over time these lashes grow up. So like if you saw in my last few videos, my lashes are crazy. That's because I haven't had a full set since June last year, which again, my fault entirely, because you're meant to probably get them done like every 4 months, a fresh set, or 3 months. So that's why they were a little bit crazy. That's why they're looking a little bit normal today. But yeah, sometimes my lashes aren't always going to look perfect because I get Russian lashes, infills, they do shed, you know, they do fall out. But yeah, just in case you were wondering, I've had some really like mean comments on it and I'm a bit like, okay. I'm gonna take Naked Truth from Primark, just because I just want to take this brown. I just like to put a little bit of a transition colour in sometimes. So yeah, I don't always wear eyeshadow, but sometimes, like I say, I just like to put a little brown in here. Do you see that? It's nothing over the top. Oh, see what I mean? Talking about lashes, here one comes, here one comes. I know it's nothing over the top, but sometimes I just feel like it just adds something, you know? It can make your makeup look a little bit more put together, a little bit more dramatic, however you want to call it. And then I'm actually going to take it a little bit under the eye, taking a blending brush, take a little bit under the eye. And again, this is a really light colour. It's not anything really dramatic. Add a something, that's going to be my new thing now. Add a something. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my normal dramatic lashes mascara from M&S. It's from Autograph, but it's so I'm gonna quickly do a little contour. I'm gonna just take my Rimmel London contour palette. I'm not doing anything insane because, as you saw, we've already kind of covered this off, but this is just something additional I like to put in, particularly under my chin because I haven't really done anything proper under there. So let's just get that in. And then all I'm doing is literally putting a tiny bit in these hollows to draw that in a little bit. And then I'm just going to take my powder brush to blend. And then just to bring a little something into the face, again, just some colour. I like to take the Hoola from Benefit. This is the mini again because I wanted to see what this was like. I'm not sure how I feel about it at the minute. I can't use it for contour because it's not actually dark enough for me. But I know this is a bronzer, so obviously you wouldn't. I just like to, because I don't use blush, I like to just bring this balls of my cheeks, these bits, a little bit. It just gives me a little bit of colour. I like to also just put it a little bit just in here because I don't contour in there. Just like to add a little bit of colour, and it's nice because it's not, like for me, it's not massively dark, so I don't put it on and then I'm like, oh my God, you know, it's really dark. I'm probably gonna get the big size in that one. Let me guys know, there's I know there's darker shades. Does anyone use that for contour? If you tried any other colours, let me know, because I actually really like these. And again, I want to purchase some, but I just want to make sure that they're nice because I can't try them. So for highlight, I'm taking my Sleek Makeup. This is an old palette that I've got. It's just got 4 highlight shades, but they are gorgeous. I'm gonna take the light one. These are really pigmented, so you do, like, I have to be careful with these because they're super pigmented. You guys see, like, they're so pigmented. Something new I've been doing as well is just dabbing a little bit off and just popping a little bit up here, because I find that the light always hits me there. So yeah, I do actually pop a little bit there, but I don't go crazy, guys. Like, I like to just do that and then blend it out a little bit. It just gives me a little glow. Do you see, like, nothing major, but just a nice little glow. And then you could even put a bit in your eye, but I'm not gonna. Not in your eye, don't put it in your eye, it's not advised at all. Okay, and then finally I'm just gonna try this new lip liner I've got, which is from MUA. This is in the shade Sincere. I've wanted like a deep brown for a while. Oh, they're really creamy actually. I'm just gonna take a little bit of Myth. So then last but definitely not least, I'm taking the Maybelline Dream Satin Mist. I just brought this, and again, I love it. It's really, look at that. I mean, guys, it's just so nice. And the spray on it is really good. But although it looks like that on my chest, you can see when you spray it on your face, doesn't go crazy. Like, it just brings out the highlight a little bit more, which I like. So this is today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I just wanted to do a bit of an up-to-date everyday makeup routine that I've been doing lately. Leave a comment below and let me know how you found this. Give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.